Good evening, fellow viewers, or good morning, depending on the time zone. Let me open with a certain scenario. Imagine, if you will, that you are walking in a graveyard one night, and you are set upon by a terrifying figure. If this figure has a pale face, sharp fangs, and outdated clothing, then you have encountered a vampire! The vampire, or the Nosferatu, can take on many disguises, such as a bat, a wolf, fog, and politicians. With this handy guide, I will teach you how to combat these creatures of the night. Vampires are well known for their thirst for blood. The vampire will sink their fangs into your neck and, being the greedy bastards that they are, will drink all of your blood until you are dead. Just like one time when I donated too much blood. After death, the vampire might turn you into one of their undead legions. To prevent a vampire drinking your blood, wear a very thick collar, a pearl necklace if you're a woman, or wear a scarf. Just like the fourth Doctor Who, he knows how to deal with vampires. He'll be fine. But if you haven't got a scarf, always wear garlic around your neck. Vampires have the curse of being deadly allergic to garlic. It makes them very ill. That's why there are no vampires in France. As an alternative, eat lots of garlic bread. The garlic breath will knock the vampire off his feet, and your blood garlic flavoured. That'll put the vampire off sick for a while. Another useful plant to repel a vampire's power is wolfsbane, otherwise known as aconite or monkshood, a deadly plant. If you can't find any, some parsley works just as well. Just don't get the two confused when making stew. To protect yourself against the Nosferatu, carry with you a crucifix or something cross-shaped, like connecting two pencils together with elastic bands. Here's one I made earlier. Or go to your local bakery for a hot cross bun. Vampires don't like crosses because they're servants of the devil. They can't be near anything religious. Smacking them in the head repeatedly with a Bible is a bonus. If you haven't got a Bible, use a copy of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, because they won't be expecting it. It's also great if you operate or hide out inside a church, as it serves as a place of protection and acts like a force field, keeping the vampires out. Caution: vampires explode when being thrown into a church. Also, vampires cannot cross running water, because they are bad swimmers. Vampires cannot enter a place unless they are invited in. This is why they dress up as salesmen or meter inspectors. Sneaky bastards. So make sure you put a silver chain across your door, and that the ID they show doesn't exceed 100 years. If they turned recently, tell them to go away anyway. But how do you destroy the evil vampire? There are methods for different types of vampire. The terrifying vampire, and the wussy sparkly vampire that suffer from a disease called glittery psoriasis, commonly known as sparkly dandruff. To defeat the terrifying vampire, you must catch them while asleep in their coffin and drive a stake through the heart. But make sure you don't hit an artery or you'll get covered in blood. Making them eat steak or slapping them in the face with a piece of steak works too. Holy water works great as well. Make sure you have a bottle or an empty cleaner spray filled with water and have a priest bless it. Somehow, holy water can destroy witches as well. That witch is a complete idiot having a bucket of holy water lying around. It's like having a ring that can destroy you if someone cuts off your finger. You can also cut off their heads using a silver axe, but make sure you destroy the head as well, as some heads are known to survive. Now, to defeat a wussy vampire is very easy. You just kick them in the bollocks. However, there is a flaw to this. You may be now a target of the wussy vampire army, known as the Fangirls. If you are chased by one, just cover yourself in glitter and make them believe you are one of them, and they will leave you alone. Let's hope they don't find this out. Lastly, how do you spot a vampire? They could be anywhere and anyone. To narrow this down, they only come out at night as the sun kills them, or in this day and age, weakens their powers. Make sure you have a copy of The Sun with you, as making it read one will burst into flames. Well, reading the newspaper would make anyone burst into flames. Another way to utilise sunlight as a weapon is to attach a torch that emits UV light on your head. It will help resist a vampire when it tries to hypnotise you. It won't be able to concentrate whilst it tries to make you its thrall. It's a well-known fact that vampires have no reflection, so always keep a small silver-lined hand mirror with you. Or observe any reflective surface you could use. If you flash a mirror in someone's face and they don't appear, either your mirror is faulty, you need glasses, or your best mate is really a vampire. Hang on, where's my cameraman? Oh, you are so dead. Right, come here. Sorry about that. Turns out my cameraman was a vampire. Never knew that. Right, where were we? Another way to spot them is that they usually hang around the shopping centre dressed in black, with long dark hair and dark makeup. Also, beware of their lair known as Hot Topic. Well, that's all for now. Have a safe candy-filled Halloween, or a candy-filled November depending on the upload. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some more vampires to kill. It's a Vampire Hunter training simulator. Wait, what's that noise?